going down with a head injury now, which I wonder did he, Anyway, there's those long kickouts have started to go against Louth. Dublin are really getting on top of the breaks. Dublin are doing what they do in the opposition kick-out, bursting it back in, winning the breaks and going from there. That was another goal chance.
This was a well-created move as Conor Callaghan passed it across to Paul Mannion, who had a simple tap in.
Yeah. So, the stoppage now is unsurprising. It's Niall Sharkey that's down. It's to take the sting out of Dublin. We'll see now the fact that Louth have lost a couple of those long kickouts. Have they another plan? They just need to get their hands on the ball here. They've come in for one of those punch and break ones, but the Dubs have plenty of bodies forward and they've them encircled, so there isn't too much space for them here.
What can Mickey Hart do now? Suddenly they find themselves 1-8 to 3 points down, along with the regular coach there, Gavin Devlin. Dublin have now scored a goal in 6 points without reply, and they have problems with their kickouts. They're going long again. Breaking ball again picked up by Dublin. Clear jersey pull and Niall Scully, and look at this. Now they're exposed. Paul Mannion. Oh, he miscued completely. He had definitely other options available to him.
Gavin Devlin is calling into them now. They're trying to get another set play off here. They just need to get their hands on the ball and take the sting off this Dublin kind of purple patch at the moment, Marty. But Dubs have everyone pressed up inside their 45, and they're making it really hard for them. It's great. It's brilliant from the Dubs.
James Califf has no option but to go long.
One man to Fenton then. Never great.
Never a good idea. Dead right, Eamon. Brian Fenton to Kieran Kilkenny. Conor Callaghan gets by the initial challenge. He spots that Niall Scully is available. Back out for Sean Bugler. Back for Sean Bugler again. James McCarthy. Inside towards Cormac Costello. Coming forward is Sean Bugler. Kieran Kilkenny. Dublin happy to play keep ball in the Louth half of the field and weave beautiful patterns. And at the end of it all, the ball is gone. Well, I think he's actually going for Hawkeye.
He's usually good for a score or two, League Ann, and that was very sharp from the Dubs, Marty. The further on it's going, they're really starting to get going.
So the first time we're using Hawkeye on this Leinster final. Is it over the bar or is it wide? The umpire probably correct if he had any doubt whatsoever. That looks to be a kneel. To me it is a kneel, just outside.
Loud substitution there as well, Marty.
It's Craig Lennon. He's come on from St. Machtas from Louth Village. Second year on the panel. Scored a great goal actually against Meath in the league in Navan. Ran from his own half. He scored 3 points against Offaly, so they really will be hoping that he can create opportunities up front. Again, James Califf is going long. They seem only to have plan A. Punched away by James McCarthy. Gathered by Kieran Kilkenny. Louth need to go to plan B, whatever it is. Ball is sent in. It's a good ball as well towards Conor Callaghan. Nice turn, and that's over the bar. Dublin have taken control.
Yeah, they're really squeezing the knife out of Louth with their press and the kick out at the moment, Marty. I'm surprised that Louth haven't one little short one that they can go to just to get their hands on it.
In Dublin, they're actually thinking about it, Emma, but Dublin, as you can see from our pictures, pushing up.
There for him now, yeah. Just one like that, just to get.
He's inside the D.
I don't think it was, to be honest.
Let's have a look at this.
I thought by the. He isn't given for off the ground. I thought it was outside. Very borderline, in fairness. I didn't nearly left him off with it. Even just win this throw in now and again get their hands on the ball and just take the sting out of this Dubs purple patch. Just can't get
Costello to Bugler. Is it over between the posts? It is. Third point actually for Sean Bugler in this game so far. Established himself at centre half forward in 2023.
Those are coming with another sub, I think, Marty. They're certainly
Now, yes,
bringing
looks
the changes. Anthony Williams, I think, looks like he's going coming on.
so. Anthony Williams will be brought in for Kieran Murphy.
So at least they've got hold of the ball now, and they can kind of stretch it up the pitch a bit and put the Dubs going on the back foot.
Tommy Dernan, Peter Lynch. Good support play. Kieran Downey. Craig Lennon was the player that gave him the pass. Niall Sharkey. The wee county started so well in this Leinster football final, but once Paul Mannion tapped into the empty net,
They got the squeeze and the kick out there, Marty. They lost 5 or 6 in a row, and in fairness to Dublin, they really made hay. They converted and got scores, and they get going in that kind of a purple patch. They're so hard to stop.
James Califf to Peter Lynch. Only in his 3rd championship match. Liam Jackson ends up with Tommy Dernan. Nobody immediately available except his midfield partner, that's Conor Early. Has to go back into the middle of the field to Peter Lynch. Good ball inside. Craig Lennon taking on the Dublin defence. Just touched away, however. Every pass has to be accurate. And immediately Davy Byrne goes into counter-attack mode. Good ball up towards Jack McCaffrey. There's only one man up beside him with a blue jersey. He doesn't need it.
He's going off now,
I was just thinking the same thing.
I think they've got 1-9 in a row now, Marty, without reply. Serious blitz of scoring. That's a storyline, though. Jack McCaffrey, you know, he was getting a start today. They've been minding him so well throughout the season, and obviously there has to be something up with him if he's coming off.
That's Kieran Murphy that's going off, and that's Anthony Williams from Dreadnoughts. The player plagued with injuries as Dublin introduced Cian Murphy, and Jack McCaffrey is the player that's going off. Well, he's contributed hugely already in the
He managed to
opening
score
half.
2 points when he was half injured.
Yeah.
That's a disappointment for himself now, and it isn't ideal for the Dubs either.
Fabulous footballer. Footballer of the year back in 2015, young footballer back in 2013. Still just 29 years of age. Great to see him play. Now,
The way he was talking there was like when he kicked the ball, when he possibly kicked that point, he was kind of emphasising it was like a kick.
James Califf goes long yet again. Lenny Gray gets a touch. His opposite number 5 is Lee Gannon. Cormac Costello taken down by Anthony Williams, and that's going to be a free in for Dublin.
So Mannion will kick this now, Marty, from here.
Now in deep trouble as we head towards the half-time break, and they started so well, great ball work, but once they conceded that goal, the top teams will punish you. Psychologically, it's a huge boost from a goal, and then once they get the momentum, they squeeze the life out of the opposition as Paul Mannion continues that trend with his first point. He's now scored a goal and a point in this Leinster final. Now Mickey Hart, master tactician, used to come up with a plan, but it's very difficult against Dublin. It's a serious challenge. Louth are making the runs, but again Califf goes long. This time he finds Sam Mulroy pushing away the challenge of 2 or 3 Dublin players. Looks around for descent. There's an extra 13 metres. He's now on the 45, which means he's well within his scoring range.
Dublin knew what they were doing there, Marty. The last thing you want to do when you have everyone pressed up is lose the ball and have it transferred inside quickly. So it was a pretty cynical foul to stop the play, but it'll give Sam McElroy a chance to score for the first time in a long time for Louth.
And on that particular point, Eamon, Louth haven't scored in 21 minutes. Last time 22 actually. The 11th minute was their last point, and this one is just squeezing inside the post.
Roy's leading by example, in fairness, and he's carrying the fight. And the challenge for the Louths of the world, Marty, is look, they clearly have got so much right, and Mickey Hart's brought them from 4 to 3 to 2 to Leinster final. And it's how now to go to the next step again.
Good work by Conor McKeever. He really had to work hard for that possession ahead of Sean Bugler. Takes the free quickly to Conor Grimes. Anthony Williams tries to break down through the first challenge. James McCarthy was clearly fouling him. So there's another free in for Louth. As McCarthy here was clearly holding on to him. And it gives the wee county another opportunity to reduce down that substantial lead that Dublin enjoy at the moment.
Mulroy is the only scorer so far, Marty, isn't he?
Yeah. Going for his 5th point, and Louth's 5th. This time off the hands, but this time it's gone wide. 2nd wide of the match for Louth. And when you're facing a team of Dublin's stature, then you really do have to take every opportunity.
You do, but they're still trying to do the right things. They're still pressing up on the free. Califf is out. The things that they've practiced, they're still trying to do them. So
2 minutes added on. Craig Lennon backfires Conor Grimes. Gone inside is Donald McKenny. Good work. Sam Mulroy is the target. On his shoulder is Craig Lennon. Here comes the shot. Oh, that is a brilliant score. That is a brilliant point.
Great score, Conor Grimes, Marty. And like I said, they're trying to do the right things. They're still staying pressed up. They're still trying to go after the Dubs. They're still running their cuts and angles, and a great score from Conor Grimes there. So credit to Louth for sticking at it.
112 to 5. Kick out.
It's the 3rd in a row now that the Dubs have lost.
That was always part of Stephen Cluxton's repertoire. Kieran Downey was the player that caught the ball. Anthony Williams gives it to Niall Sharkey. Rushed his shot. Not a good decision. It gives the possession away to Stephen Cluxton in Dublin. Made his debut against Longford on May 27th, back in 2001. Stephen Cluxton is only 19. Still producing the magic now that he's back in the Dublin team. Here comes Louth. Kieran Downey. Niall Sharkey. Craig Lennon. This is better. On the overlap. Craig Lennon. He has the swagger, he has the confidence. Half blocked. James McCarthy in the large rectangle. Quick hands from Lee Gannon to Davy Byrne to John Small. Ball given away. Here comes Conor Early. Craig Lennon introduced, and that's the reason why. This is much better out of Louth.
It's amazing the pattern, Marty. It's very similar. Louth now have got pressed up. The Dubs can't get out. Dublin, obviously, when they had their purple patch, they really put Louth to the sword on the scoreboard. But Louth are coming back into it, and they're pressed up here. They're putting pressure on the kick out, and half-time Cluxton got it away in fairness, and good for Mannion as well.
Sean Bugler scored 3 points in this opening half. Paul Mannion, of course, scored a goal and a point. Wonderful team effort. The sides were level 3 times, but Paul Mannion's goal in the 22nd minute gave a huge boost psychologically, but also in terms of momentum as Dublin took control. But Louth, to their credit, have fought back magnificently. They're still in the game, long journey back, but they're still trying to do the right things. Half-time score, Dublin 1 goal and 12 points, Louth 6 points. We'll be right back.
SuperValue believe in community. And community includes everyone.
Do you like what you see outside your window? Will you ever respect the face in your mirror? Will your children thank you for the sacrifices you're about to make? Our mission is to hear you say yes. Perfecting the world through conquest of technology. Protecting civilian contingent through strategic combat solutions.